Welcome back to this week's Friday show. I'm Abby Barrett with World News. Russia began a new offensive Monday in the eastern Donbas region of Ukraine, says Zelensky. Russia has been building up their forces for an attack on Ukraine's industrial heartland. Not only that, on Monday, explosions rocked Lviv in a very rare and deadly attack on the western side of Ukraine. Alongside that, 7 people were killed in the Russian missile strikes. As of now, there's a lot going on, and I'll be sure to update you as soon as it unfolds. For many people like me, TikTok is their favorite app to pass time. However, a famous TikToker was just arrested in Egypt for the sex trafficking of teen girls. Devastating, am I right? Haneen Hassam, who was in her 20s, was arrested for exploiting young girls and making money off of it. She denied everything, but was still sentenced to 3 years in prison. Hassam had over 900,000 followers and continued to post videos and do live streams. Sadly, this is not the first time she has been arrested for human trafficking. She was actually arrested in 2020 for the same exact thing. Well, that's all I have for World News. Let's take a look at National. Last week, on Tuesday, April 12th, America lost the beloved comedian and actor Gilbert Gottfried, and his crude humor use of shrill voice and comedy will never be forgotten. Despite being loved by adults, he also touched the hearts of many children. He is said to be the birds of our childhood, voicing the birds in Disney's Aladdin, PBS Cyber Chase, and the Aflac commercials. Godfrey passed from a recurrent ventricular tachycardia complicated by type 2 monotonic dystrophy, both of which he decided to keep private from the public. On the topic of entertainment industry, Netflix has its first subscriber loss in more than a decade. Netflix subscriber count fell by 200,000 subscribers during the January and March period, and they have projected that they will lose another 2 million from April to June. If the stock drop extends into Wednesday's regular trading session, Netflix shares will have lost more than half of their value so far this year, wiping out about $150 billion in shareholder wealth in less than 4 months. That's all I have for national news, but we'll be right back after this short break.
Beautiful and guaranteed, and it looks so great and so astounding. AmericanMetalRoofs.com, so beautiful and guaranteed. Last through the years, AmericanMetalRoofs.com. Beautiful and guaranteed, and it looks so great and so astounding. AmericanMetalRoofs.com makes your home look great. Time to celebrate. The beauty and guarantee come together. So why wait? Wait no longer. So beautiful and guaranteed. Last through the years. American Metal Roofs.
Hi, I'm Atiana with State News. A 59-year-old Oak Park woman was killed Monday night after she was hit by a car while in a crosswalk. The driver then fled the scene. According to WDIV Detroit, the female driver has been identified by the police, was arrested Tuesday night. The vehicle believed to have been used by the suspect was also recovered. The police were called to the area of Coolidge Highway and Burton Street around 9 p.m. Monday for a report of a pedestrian being hit by a car. Once officers were on the scene, they found the victim conscious on the road, who was complaining of having difficulty breathing. The woman was transferred to a nearby hospital but was pronounced dead around 11 p.m. In other news, Saginaw, Michigan received, after a 3-year break in action, a Saginaw Rotary Club fundraiser will offer a variety of musical genre performances later this month in downtown Saginaw. The Club Saginaw on Stage Music Festival is planned to perform 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Friday, April 29th at the Saginaw Club. Tickets, which cost $30, will benefit 3 local organizations connecting youths with performing arts. Bill Harmon, a Saginaw Rotary Club member overseeing the event's musical lineup, said attendees can choose from musical acts performing on 9 stages in the club's 3 floors. It's going to be an exciting evening with as many performers as we can have in one location, Harmon said. Now to Colin with local news.
Hello everyone, I'm Colin Elgoyer with local news. Montrose Cabaret is making its return after a long 3-year break. After a great performance in 2018, they were hit with many shortcomings, with things like COVID and illness. They returned Saturday at 7 o'clock p.m. with the theme of coming back and starting over. I talked with director Sarah Elgoyer and I asked her what it meant to her to finally be back after such a long break, and she said, "It's overwhelming because we're essentially starting over. But it's refreshing and so exciting to be back on stage and to be able to introduce students in theater all over again." Tickets are $5 and sold at the door. The performance will be held at the Montrose High School Auditorium. This past weekend, we, as Montrose Digital Media, unveiled the Tom Skinner Broadcast Center, featuring our state-of-the-art editing lab, control room, and awesome studio, which we're broadcasting from right now. The ribbon-cutting ceremony was open to the community and was attended by Tom Skinner's biological family as well as his digital media family. It was a great tribute to an amazing man taken from us way too soon. That's all from me, so after this break, we'll go to Noah and Owen with sports.
Hello and welcome to Comley Oil Company. Comley Oil Company has been a family-owned and family-friendly business in mid-Michigan since 1936. Comley Oil Company has 6 locations to serve you. 1 in Birch Run, 2 in Clio, 1 in Frankenmuth, a location in Otisville, and 1 in Montrose. At each location, there is a wide array of products. There are sweet treats and treats for your pets. Also, add the Speed Pass app to your phone that lets you pay the way you want. Be sure to check out the Exxon Mobil Rewards card at any Comley Oil Company location. As always, there's also free air for your tires. With all of these great products, services, and quality mobile gasoline, you win each time you stop at Comley Oil Company.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Noah Gross, bringing you professional sports. The Tigers are 5-7 on the year after beating the Yankees. This will end a 3-game series with the Yankees and start a 3-game series with the Rockies. They play tonight at 7:10 p.m. The Tigers' star player Miguel Cabrera is 1 hit away from 3,000 hits. If he hits this milestone, it will make him one of 33 members of the 3,000 hit club. The Michigan Panthers of the new league, the USFL, started playing last Sunday. The USFL, United States Football League, is consisted of 8 teams. This all started back in 1983, but then shut down because it was completely like the NFL. And the NFL did not like that. But now it's back. The Michigan Panthers lost to the Houston Gamblers 17-12. Their next game will be played against New Jersey Generals today at 8 p.m. That's all for professional sports. Now over to Owen with Hometown Sports. Owen?
Thank you, Noah. I'm Owen with Hometown Sports. The varsity baseball team faced off with the Lakeville Falcons in a doubleheader yesterday and took a tough loss in the first game with a score of 22-5 and won the second game 6-5. Up next, the Rams will battle it out in the Goodrich Holy Francis Friends, Family, and Community Celebration Tournament tomorrow. The varsity softball team also faced the Lakeville Falcons in a doubleheader yesterday and won both games with a score of 7-6 in the first game and 11-3 in the second game. Up next, the Lady Rams will have a tournament in Frankenmuth tomorrow. The varsity girls soccer team played Tuesday against Ovid-Elsie and came out on the short end with a score of 8-0. The Lady Rams also played yesterday against Byron and came out with a tie with a score of 3-3. The Lady Rams will face off next at home with Durand. The Montrose track team has yet to have an official meet. They had their first Mid-Michigan Activities Conference meet Wednesday, and they have a meet today in Frankenmuth for the Frankenmuth Invitational. The Montrose golf team had their first MMAC preseason tournament. Up next for the golf team is a tournament in Ovid-Elsie. That's all I have for local sports. Now back up to Abby.
Finally, we want to thank Creamy Photography for the photos of the opening of the Broadcast Center. That's all I have for this week's show, and I'm Abby Barrett, on behalf of the whole MDM crew. So long.